Kia ora koutou. Hi everyone. How are you doing inside your bubbles today? Have you been having lots of fun with the people in your bubbles with you? It's been lots and lots of fun to spend some time in my bubble doing lots of different creative things. And I wonder if you have also been keeping in touch with people in other bubbles. Maybe you've been talking on the telephone, ringing some of your friends or whānau that are in different bubbles to you. Maybe you've even used FaceTime and done some video calls where you can see your friends on video and they can see you. That's a really nice way to keep in touch, isn't it? And talk to your friends about all the things that you've been doing in your bubble. Yeah. I wonder if there's been anybody doing matching bubble games during the time they've been in their bubbles. It'll be really, really fun to hear about some of those ideas of how we've been keeping in touch. Yeah. I've got some fun things to do with you today, but I thought first of all, what we'll do is sing our waiata. I know some of you at home have been practicing with your very own instruments and have been singing along with me too, which is really, really cool. So if you want, you can sing along today. You could play your instruments too. Are you ready? Here we go. Toru, fa. Tena koe, hello to one. Tena toru, hello to two. Tena koutou, hello to all. Haere mai everyone. Welcome everyone. That was a little bit tricky there at the end for me, but I think I did a really good job. Did you sing along with me? That's really cool. So today I've got a very fun game I've been playing, which has got a few cards here that I have to match up to these other cards here. And I don't know what some of the matches are. The game is really tricky because I have to look at what the picture is and I have to find the opposite picture. I wonder if I come nice and close, I wonder if you'll be able to help me find what the opposites are. So the first one I'm looking at is the sun, tamanui te rā, and it's the daytime. So what would be the opposite to the daytime? I wonder, would it be cold? Day and cold? They don't seem to match. Is it day and up? That's not quite right. What about this one here? Day and night. The opposite from daytime is nighttime. Fantastic. We've got a few others that we can do here too. I wonder if you'll be able to help me. Oh, this one is tena wera, very hot. Hot, hot. What is the opposite to hot? We feel very hot when we've been running around or when the sun is shining very brightly on us. And sometimes when the sun's not shining, we can feel very sad. That's not the right match. What's the opposite to hot? It is cold. That's right. So sometimes we can feel hot when the sun is shining. And then in the winter, which is the opposite to summer, we feel cold. Yeah. All right, let's see. Sometimes we feel happy. Happy makes us feel really good. We smile and we play and jump around and have a really nice time. But sometimes when we don't feel happy, how do we feel? That's right, we feel sad. Yeah. How can we help someone when they feel sad? Can you think of ways that we can look after people who feel pody, who feel sad? Sometimes we could give them a cuddle. Maybe we could ask them to play with us or share a story time together. You could invite them to do something fun with you, maybe some baking. You could ask them what's making them feel sad and help them work out a way to feel better. There's lots of ways that we can help our friends who feel sad. Okay, I'm really happy to be playing this game with you though. What is our next one? The next one we're looking at is wet. So when our clothes come out of the washer, they are wet. And we need them to be, what's the opposite to wet? We hang our clothes on the washing line so that they can dry. Look at that poor fish, he's so dry. So we want our clothes to be wet, and we want our clothes to be dry, and we want the fish to be wet. So we want to swap them around and have them opposite. That would be good, wouldn't it? Yeah. Okay, we've got a few more. Let's have a look. What is the opposite to big? This is a really big bear. We've got one really big bear, and what would be the opposite to big? I think it's something teeny weeny small. Look at that, a great big bear and a tiny small mouse. That's right, big and small. Sometimes we might have a big drink or a small drink. They're opposite, and it depends on what we need. Okay, oh, we've got 3 more to go. Okay, here is, oh, this one might be a bit tricky. I wonder if you'll know the answer. This is a very weak little bug. See, the little bug is trying really hard to lift that heavy weight. So he's a little bit weak. But if you can lift a big heavy weight, what does that mean? What do we say you are if you can lift something that's very heavy? The opposite to weak is strong. That's right. Strong. You can lift up really big, heavy things. And I know that all of my friends are really strong because I've seen you helping me with lifting some big, heavy things and helping me to do some really, really tough tasks using your strong muscles to move things or to build things, or to even sometimes take things apart, like our blocks that get stuck together really hard. And you use your strong arms to take them apart. And that's really cool. Okay, we've got 2 more. This one here says clean. See what this person's doing with their hands? They're washing their hands so they're nice and clean. But if we don't wash our hands to keep them nice and clean, what does that mean? Our hands are dirty. That's right. So we want to have clean hands. Sometimes when we play, we get a little bit dirty. Yeah. So those are the opposites. The opposite to clean is dirty. But we want to have lots of clean hands. Have you been still practicing your hand washing song? I hope so. Okay, we've got one last one here. This one might be a bit tricky as well. It's a pair of trousers that are new. So they're very, very new trousers. Somebody's gone to the shop and got new trousers, or maybe somebody has used their sewing machine and made some brand new trousers. Does anybody know what the opposite to new is? If your trousers are not new, they are old. Can you see those ones? They've got a few rips and tears in them. They're a little bit older because they've been worn lots of times. Yeah. I have a book that talks about new and old things. And I think some of you might have read it with me before. but I thought it might be quite a fun story for us to read today. And I wonder if you can tell me about Grandpa's slippers. Do you think that they are new or old? I think they're old too. I think they're very old slippers, but I think Grandpa likes them. Would you like to read this story with me? I'd love to read with you. I'll move in nice and close so that you can see. Here we go. On Monday, Grandma looked at Grandpa's old slippers. "You need new slippers," she said. "Those are going to fall to bits." "Nonsense," said Grandpa. "My slippers are fine." They do look quite old. "But they have holes in their soles," said Grandma. "Good," said Grandpa. "That's how I like them." He doesn't want her to take them away just because they have some holes in them. Nevertheless, Grandma bought him a new pair of slippers that day. Grandpa refused to wear them. On Tuesday, Grandpa was cleaning out the cupboard under the stairs when he came upon his old slippers hidden away in the darkest corner. How do you think he feels about that? A bit surprised. "Leave my slippers alone," he told Grandma. "Don't try to hide them." "They should be hidden," said Grandma. "They're going to fall to bits. They have holes in their soles and the stitching has come undone." Oh dear. "Good," said Grandpa. "That's how I like them." On Wednesday, Grandpa was just in time to see Grandma handing his old slippers to a person collecting used clothing. "Hey, leave my slippers alone," he told Grandma. "Don't try to give them away." "They should be given away," said Grandma. "They're going to fall to bits. They have holes in their soles, the stitching has come undone, and all the fluff has worn off." The lady thinks it's quite funny that Grandpa's getting so grumpy about his slippers. "Good," said Grandpa. "That's how I like them." On Thursday, Grandpa went to check if the rubbish bag had been put out. There, right on the top, were his old slippers. Can you see them right there on the rubbish bag? He's not very happy about that. "Do leave my slippers alone," he told Grandma. "Don't try to throw them away." "They should be thrown away," said Grandma. "They're going to fall to bits. They have holes in their soles. The stitching has come undone and all the fluff is worn up. And I can see your toes." Oh my gosh, Grandpa's toes are poking out of the end of his slippers. "Good," said Grandpa. "That's how I like them." On Friday, Grandpa took some potato peelings out to the compost heap. There, not quite covered by a cabbage leaf, were his old slippers. Oh my golly, Grandma's getting very creative in places to hide the slippers. "Please leave my slippers alone," he told Grandma. "Don't try to bury them in the compost heap." "They should be buried," said Grandma. "They're going to fall to bits. They have holes in their soles. The stitching has come undone. All the fluff is worn off, and I can see your toes. They are so tatty." Look at that. What's that coming out of there? A worm. Oh, there's a wiggly worm in his slipper. "Good," said Grandpa. "That's how I like them." On Saturday, Grandpa was just about to set fire to a pile of leaves in the garden when a sudden gust of wind revealed his old slippers. "Oh no," said Grandpa, and he told Grandma, "Once and for all, will you please leave my old slippers alone? Don't try to burn them." "Very well, but they should be burned," said Grandma. "They're going to fall to bits. They have holes in their soles. The stitching has come undone. All the fluff is worn off, and I can see your toes. They're so tatty, and they look very uncomfortable." "Good," said Grandpa. That's how I like them. On Sunday morning, Grandpa got out of bed and was about to put on his old slippers when they fell to bits in his hands. Oh dear, they're all ruined. He had to wear his new slippers instead. They had whole soles, strong stitching, warm fluff covering his toes, and they looked neat and natty. Grandpa was surprised to find that they were actually very comfortable indeed. How do you think he feels wearing these cosy slippers? Yeah, tino harikoa, he feels really happy. He was very pleased, and so was Grandma. On Monday, Grandma looked at Grandpa's old grey cardigan. You need a new cardigan, she said. The end. Oh, what do you think Grandma might do for Grandpa's old cardigan? She might try to get him a new one as well. He ended up with some very snazzy new slippers that didn't fall apart in the end. He needed those, didn't he? Yeah, sometimes things get really old and they do fall apart, but that's okay because sometimes we can get new ones or make new things as well. And I have something new today that has been with me for my time here doing these bubble stories for you. This is a special friend that I got recently, and his name is Tiki. And Tiki is really cool because he helps us to learn how to speak some te reo Māori. So I thought we'd ask Tiki if he could teach us a few things to say today. Things that we probably already know, but Tiki knows lots of things. So we might be able to learn a couple of different things each day. Yeah? Okay, shall we ask? Tiki, will you please teach us something? How we can say something special in te reo?
Kia ora.
Kia ora.
Hi.
Hi. That's what we say at kindy, isn't it? We say kia ora. Kia ora koutou. What else can you teach us?
Haere mai.
Haere mai.
Welcome.
Welcome. That's part of the song we sing when we do time together, isn't it? Haere mai, everyone. Yeah. What else can you tell us, Tiki? Have you got 2 more words to teach us today?
Tena koe.
Tēnā koe.
Greetings.
Greetings. Hello. We sing that in our song too, don't we? Tēnā koe. Hello to one. It's a good way to say hello and greetings. And one more.
Kia ora tatou.
Kia ora tātou.
Hello to us all.
Hello to us all. Yeah. And that's what our bubble stories are called, aren't they? They're called Tena tatou katoa. All of us together. Yeah. Because that's what we're doing when we're doing these story times. We're spending time all together, even though we're all in our different bubbles. Tiki, will you teach us some more words another day? That will be so cool. Tiki's a very special friend of mine. Okay, so my friends, I think it might be time for our story time to finish. But I will make another video very soon to share with you. And I thought we might be able to do some baking in that video. So I will pop a new video onto our Storytime page soon, and maybe you could help me do some baking too from your house. We could all work together because we've got some special celebrations coming up in the next week or two, and I thought it would be really nice to learn some different ways that we can do that celebration in our own homes. Okay, I'm really excited about those things. So I will see you again very soon for another special video. And I hope that you join me then. Okay, let's sing our ka kite song so that we know that we are ready to go and do something else. Okay, toru, wha. Ka kite, ka kite, ka kite ano. We'll see you, we'll see you, we'll see you again. Ka kite e hoa ma.